Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hey,
How are you?
doing fine. Not much. I chose I guess an appropriate image for Christmas,
Oh,
and
nice.
because we were watching Jack Frost, the 1997 film on Olivia's server yesterday. She wasn't there, but it was this image was just funny and stuff. We didn't finish it because you went live for Venom 3.
Oh. Oops.
It's fine. We I don't know. Not much is going on. We just finished getting the Christmas tree up in my place, so that's nice. So see,
Yeah, I don't. For me, not living with my parents, I don't decorate
that's
at this point.
understandable. I'm with my parents right now because Christmas break, but so not much is going on. I guess we'll just wait for more people to show up.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check. Oh, hold on. Hello.
Hello, Adam.
How are you?
I am doing great. Here with our special guest today. Well, you, Olivia, along with our special guest, Wicked Star, Andre Grande.
The wickedly talented
Yes.
Andre
The
Grande.
yes. The wickedly talented Andre Grande.
A
You know that
lovely,
video?
a
You know
lovely
the
person.
Yes. Look, I know you were laughing hard on the Andre Grande bid for your 420, the first 420 awards for your Adam and Pals,
Mm-hmm.
but her pronunciation of Nicki Minaj,
Nicki Maja.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's underrated. That one
that's a
caught
good
me
one.
bursting with laughter.
Hmm.
Hello, Olivia.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Well, yes.
There's no showtimes for the Brutalist listed yet, so I can't plan
Because
I can't plan out my Eggcember.
well, I think it's because so you know how like they have this thing with A24 does this thing a lot with their Oscar films or the ones they want to promote. Is like they'll have a limited release in December, but then they'll do a wide release in January. That's not just an A24 thing, but that's a thing they do for a lot of movies. So that's probably what they're doing with the Brutalist. It's like limited release December, and then come January wide release because it'll get some Oscar noms.
I hope I don't have to watch it in Seattle
Hmm.
to complete my Eggcember.
Hmm.
I'll have to see.
I did see Queer yesterday. I really liked it. Which was not my favorite Luca Guadagnino, but really great stuff.
It is
I
great.
thought.
Adam, it would be funny if you were pulled over trying to get into the U.S. and he asked you why. I'm trying to complete the Egg trilogy. You don't get it.
It's Eggcember, fucking idiot.
It's Eggcember.
Your personal Barbenheimer.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's more intense.
Right. Better than Barbenheimer.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks like the Brutalist
what?
probably won't be like viewable. We'll have to. I'll keep myself updated. It looks like I might not be able to see the Brutalist until like January, like even in Seattle. But we'll see.
That's a shame.
Because I think like I looked at the December 20th release date for the Brutalist. I think it's just like LA and New York all the time. Like because they do that all the time with a lot of like these more like art housey movies. Like for a wide release movie that's like a big budget thing, that'll be in every theater everywhere. But for something like this movie, The Brutalist, they did this with Zone of Interest last year, where they said it would come out December, but it didn't get a wide release until like January. So
yeah, they're releasing it. They're technically releasing it.
Yeah.
So that it's Oscar eligible.
mm-hmm.
God damn it! I
Pisses me
can't see
off.
my cursor.
I'm only a little bit annoyed because I have a tradition every year where I try to see a movie on New Year's Eve in the theaters. Last year was Poor Things, and that ended up being my favorite movie, and it was great. It was a great way
I
to end the
love
year.
Poor Things.
It was phenomenal. But this year it's probably gonna end up being Nosferatu, which I'm not upset with. I just think I was really excited to see The Brutalist on New Year's because I thought it was gonna come out this year, but it probably won't.
I have to fly to LA to make my Eggsember happen, maybe.
It's a lot of money for one egg.
It's important.
You can't keep your eggs all in one basket.
Ugh.
You know, speaking of Andre Grande, I know this was a topic that we covered during our last hangout, but honestly, the Wicked conversations, like everywhere you go, it's Wicked, 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 Wicked. Like everywhere you go, people are like praising Wicked like crazy. All I can say
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
I did too, actually. I finally watched it.
Was it the best movie of all time?
Well, here's the deal. I personally liked it, but maybe if you watch it either in theaters or at home during your Oscar video, it can go either two ways. Either you like it, you will go with the ones who liked it a lot more than you thought you were going to like it, or you will not like it at all and it's totally not going to be your thing.
I just don't like that it's a part one for something that I don't even have any.
That was one of my...
is it?
Yeah, and they
it's
pretended it's not.
Cringe.
It's fucking bloated. That's one of my biggest problems with the film is that it felt insanely bloated for what it was going for. I gave the movie like a 5 out of 10, but that 5 out of 10 is generous in my opinion because I'll go over a quick review of it. So it's like, okay, musical numbers are pretty fun for what they were, and they're probably the best directed parts. The costumes are really great, and it'll probably win best costumes because it has the most costumes in the film.
Yeah.
Production design was good, kind of, and then the two leads were decent. But my biggest problem with the film was that I didn't care enough about what was going on in the story at all. Like it just didn't connect with me in any way. It just was not for me. And second, even though I praised the production and the musical numbers, the directing by John M. Chu kind of works against it, which is a big problem I had with it, which is like, when it's not a musical number, it's very boringly shot, honestly.
It's directed by John Chu. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I have not seen...
That makes me think I'm not going to enjoy it at all.
Is that
he also did
like
in
the
Heights.
Crazy Rich Asian person, or...
Well,
he is a crazy rich Asian.
You can see that again. But I kind of like that film. And while as a musical theater adaptation from that angle, it kind of succeeds into translating certain elements from the stage to the screen and expanding certain characters that actually make it feel like a movie rather than just a filmed version of a stage play. You hear that, Phantom of the Opera adaptation from 2004 directed by Joel Schumacher?
Yeah. I have not seen Wicked yet. I just saw the marketing, which was very interesting.
From like the marketing of the Wicked movie was fucking insane. Like there's all the
leads,
weird dramas.
I just hope we don't have to see it in theaters. I hope it's on digital before the Oscars are out.
The leads are interesting. If you look at their interviews.
Yeah, a lot of weird shit.
Well, I saw the film. Well, if you ever I recommend, if you really want to maximize the Wicked experience, I suggest you see it in Dolby Vision / Dolby Cinema at a local AMC somewhere, because that way all the colors in this film will pop a lot more. And because it's Dolby Cinema, it's more of a immersive cinema experience.
Okay.
No, I disagree with that. I
don't agree.
I hear that the colors are kind of washed out.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, apart from the fact that there's a lot of pink and green in it, the lighting of the film was fucking one of the worst parts of the film, in my opinion. It was very bland. Like, the theory going around is that they spent all the money getting Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo money, and then they spent no money at all on the fucking lighting budget.
I'll be
That's
back
the theory.
in like 3 minutes. Just somebody needs me to answer a question on a thing. Sorry, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, Adam's Chair, what was your favorite movie of the year? Oh, really? That's interesting.
Very interesting, Adam's Chair.
Thank
I
you,
didn't
Adam.
think Adam's Chair would be such a fan of Am I Racist?
Yeah. Whoa! Dropping the hard R, Adam's Chair. Jesus.
Yeah.
Didn't Adam say he was interested in maybe doing an Am I Racist watch along? I could have sworn he said that like
He
a while
thought
ago.
about it.
I don't think he's going to, and I would
Yeah.
prefer if he didn't.
I hope not.
I don't think Matt Walsh is even like worth acknowledging. He's just a fucking grifter piece of shit. Nothing like also he's like a fucking pedophile, so by default his opinions
great.
don't matter.
Yeah, great. Well, not surprising. Although I guess there was that thing with like a bunch of people are turning on Matt Walsh and Ben Shapiro over their coverage of like the CEO killing or something because they were like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, you guys are like, you
Yeah,
guys
they
are
were
just
like-
profiting off of hate.
Yeah, they were scolding like all the leftists who were like celebrating the death of that CEO, which like with how bad things have been recently, it's really not that surprising.
I'm not.
Cost of
I-
living for the average human being is rough, and it's hard to drum up any kind of sympathy for someone who like denied people life-saving
Exactly.
medical claims.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it's a murderer killing a murderer.
I do like the fact that his name is Luigi.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Bang bang.
If they were ever to do a Saw 6 re-release, that would be the time.
That's a no. Here's what they need to do. They need to Saw 11 needs to capitalize off of this and make like another like killing kind of ordeal. You know, they come on, Lionsgate, do
That
it.
would be cool. Oh, that's my favorite one out of all of them.
Yeah, it's my favorite as well. It's the only one of the sequels in my opinion that's like entertaining all throughout. Whereas it's like Saw 1 and Saw 6 are the two that I would always go back to. Whereas I think the other ones all have flaws that kind of make hard to go back to. Even like 7 and Saw X had flaws in my eyes.
It's the only protagonist in like a survivor sense that I ever actually like cared about that wasn't John. Because every other protagonist in Saw movies are oftentimes just like uninteresting, and he was likable enough to where like you can kind of understand a lot of the choices he was making to where it makes Saw 6 an enjoyable film. It's still just as ridiculous and nonsensical, but it's my favorite one because it's from the very first like trap that they do, where it's like I think it's called like the pound of flesh trap, and it's just incredible. Like the sound design and the acting from the actress who like auditioned to be on the show were really great.
You know, the trap where Adam pointed out, you can just take a dump in it.
Yeah, or vomit is secret talent of his.
As he decided to display for us.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Adam.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adam.
He's not here.
Adam's chair, that was a really good impression. You vomited all over your seat.
You know, let's judge Adam's real. Why the fuck is his bed not made?
Oh yeah, that conversation. Yeah, he says it's pointless.
Because you're just gonna fuck up your bed inevitably.
Yeah, which
Unless you have
I
guests
kind of
over.
need a bed that's like made. like every once in a while. Like I can go for a while without making my bed, but it gets uncomfortable when I can't like get the blankets where I need them.
Yeah, I mean, I can feel that way. Although I'm not really the best at making my bed as well. So there's always like stuff on the bed that's like important or something. But because I'm just too lazy to like make it and stuff. But a bed's a bed. So as long as it gets the job done, then I could sleep on it. When I had that foot pain earlier that I mentioned, it was like so hard to sleep whenever I went to bed because of the foot pain that I experienced earlier this year. But at least it's mostly gone. But that's good. Let's see what's that metal thing that's near Adam's bed. Is that his workout routine or something?
Not sure. I don't have the Zoom window open that wide, so I can't even like make it out.
Can I? I don't know how to do this.
God damn it.
Oh, oops.
I'm sure we can ask him when he gets back.
Yeah, when he gets back, I'll pepper him with questions.
Yeah, I'll talk
it.
about it a little bit. After I watched The Substance, it made me have no questioning whether or not I still consider Challengers to be my favorite film of the year. And I think when a movie is so
sorry about
good
that, everybody.
it makes
Oh, there you go. He's
you're all good.
back.
There's some annoying
this-
shit where like I'm trying to organize some stuff with some people, but there's like information that should have been figured out weeks ago, but we're coming down to a deadline where like someone's gonna get charged for like an extra hotel room in like a day if we don't figure it out, sort of thing. Like the cutoff point, potentially.
What is it about? Oh,
The long con.
okay.
Sorry, I
Love that
couldn't
movie.
be there.
Well, Adam, since we all know you try to watch Kino cinema, can you give us an exclusive review of the 2016 film Rufus?
I actually watched that a while ago and forgot to rate it.
Oh,
Why did you suddenly remember?
Because it was like I was going through some 2016 stuff and I saw it in the watch list still. And then, yeah, I mean, it was terrible.
You don't say.
Yeah, it was really bad.
I can kind of tell from the cover.
It was very weird.
I
I'd
remember
watch it
watching
again.
when
It
I
was like kind of funny
young.
bad.
Yeah. I think I was like maybe like 17, 18.
So what's it about? Like a kid turning into a dog or some shit?
Like a dog turns into a kid.
Okay, the other way around. So it's
my
it's
best
that
friend's
one-
a dog.
So it's that one episode of Goosebumps. Got it.
I don't know.
Yeah, but not clever.
there's a sequel. I mean, there's also a
sequel?
sequel where it's about a cat turning into a girl.
Oh,
What's it called?
Rufus 2.
It's
just
literally
that
called
simple.
Rufus 2?
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Why is that the title if it's about some girl?
Rufusy.
Okay, I gotta watch Rufus 2.
Cool.
That's funny.
And while you left, Adam, just two things I forgot to tell you about the Wicked musical. It's one about the John M. Chu's choices, get like explanations on why he has done like horrible, why the lighting is so bland, and he says that, much like was the case with another John, that that the lighting is supposed to make Oz a real place, and that real life isn't like full of like bright colors. I just
It's an excuse to hide fucking blemishes in the goddamn CG.
Yeah, exactly.
And
It's
I
all
just
just
wanna
bullshit.
show,
It's
like,
so
I just want to
old.
show all of you something.
They're just
It's photos
lying.
I took of my look of like of someplace local, like that's green grass or something. Wait, just if like as much as I appreciate the film, I need to ask if John Shu ever watches this, or even John Favreau for that matter, is just, hey, Johns, look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Why would they ever watch this?
Yeah. Well, and also, and just before we continue with another topic, if any of you will ever want to, if any of you will appreciate the Wicked adaptations even more as an adaptation from a stage musical to a film musical, it would be Joel Schumacher's adaptation of Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera. If you ever give it a chance, that is.
At
It
some
is not
point.
that good. It's really
Maybe.
not good.
The only Joel Schumacher films I've seen are the 2 Batman films he directed. I don't think I've seen any other film from him.
What's it called? What's the one like literally me movie that everyone talks about? It was directed by him.
Falling Down?
Falling Down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie.
The only one I've seen was from him was Lost Boys. That one's a darn good old time.
Yeah, I saw that recently.
He
It
directed the
was
number
pretty good.
23.
It was like a fun
He directed Phone
Oh,
Booth?
God.
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
number 20. Is that the fucking Jim Carrey one?
Yeah,
I
it
think
sucked.
so.
Yeah, I know it does.
A movie like a weird choice for Jim Carrey to really like go so far into making it all about his personality. Where in real, I think like someone did a video where they were talking about how Jim Carrey was so obsessed with the number 3 in real life that it was
Oh.
like affecting the set.
What?
If
That's funny.
I'll look for the video while we're talking, and I'll.
I'm
Share
wondering
it.
how accurate that is.
It's weird casting.
Very weird.
Like, was
casting.
Jim Carrey in anything this serious around that time?
Spotless Mind?
But that's not. I
um,
mean, that's still got comedic element. Like, it's not like a.
Yeah.
It's not like a
That's true.
serious movie. Like the number 23 is like trying to scare you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't see anything.
yeah. Very weird.
No one seems to stand out in his filmography entirely. Like what else? There's literally nothing else.
Hmm.
That's so weird.
The video I watched is called Revisiting Jim Carrey's Awful Psychological Thriller.
I know there's one movie he was in 2016 that like has like where he was trying to play a serious role, but it has like a 0% of Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know the name of it, but I could have sworn there was like some film on that. I know he's
Dark
that
Crimes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it was. Dark Crimes.
Never
Thank
saw it.
you.
Dark Crimes?
Yeah, that's the whole title of the movie. Dark
That's-
Crimes.
That sounds funny.
That title blows. What the fuck? That's
All
all.
I remember from the trailer was just how he said the word boyfriend. It's like, yo, boyfriend?
Did anybody watch this?
No, I
No.
couldn't stomach. It was awful.
It's just like I'm wondering if it's funny or not.
I watched like 10 minutes and I was
makes me
incredibly bored.
Oh.
It makes me think of the first time I saw a trailer for Terminator Dark Fate, where I like had to cover my mouth when I saw that was the title. Because I was trying not to burst out laughing in the theater. It's like, that is so fan fiction, it hurts.
Dark
Adam,
Man.
what's the metal thing behind you? Near your
Metal?
bed.
Someone was asking about that earlier.
There is no
too.
metal.
Yeah.
What are you talking
next
about?
to your bed.
Next to my bed? Oh, that's a fan.
Contraption. Fan.
Oh, that's
what I thought.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a workout thing.
Kind of
because-
looked
No.
like a fan.
It is a
But-
fan.
I think I
Okay.
had one that looked a lot like that now that I think about it.
I'm gonna see what this YouTube link is.
Before we begin, this video is
I would like a source that's not a YouTube video though.
I don't have chat open, so I don't know what you're talking about.
It's all good. Just
Alright.
just Jim Carrey and the number 23 or whatever.
I was to write a book.
Oh, that little thing you were saying. Okay.
The factoid.
5
yeah.
plus 18 is 23 too.
selective.
I just
while-
like what a stupid concept for a movie.
Yeah, it's not great. It's very dumb.
How's anybody like
idea.
interested in the concept at all?
What a scary number.
Should do 9/11 instead.
Or
No,
what about
Adam.
like
Okay.
Adam? You sure you want? Maybe think about that. Wasn't it's like
You want to get demonetized again?
If that was for showing footage, you can say do a 9/11.
Can you though?
Yes, you can.
Adam, did you show footage of 9/11 to get demonetized?
Yeah, demonetized my entire gaming channel, but it was from like a video that was
Yeah.
like 10 years ago.
Yeah, many years ago. It was like an
God.
old video. They decided to wait like forever to punish him for.
Well, they just automatically, I guess they just ran the footage through like their content ID system and then just demonetized channels over nothing.
What the
Yeah, just over 9/11 footage.
Yeah. It wasn't like an endorsement.
No.
It wasn't, hey, go do this, children.
Hey, you should make a sequel.
I mean,
In
like
Minecraft.
your Neil Brain video got age restricted, and then they send you a message being like, "Are you suicidal?"
It's because Neil Breen just keeps saying the word suicide, and then the end of the movie,
believe
everybody
it.
kills themselves. So it's like, I don't know how to get out of that one.
There's even one of
It's
those
just-
warnings on like my old Patrice Wilson highlight.
It's like any human being would be able to tell, like, it's so goofy and unrealistic. Why does that, like, that's not based in reality? Like, nobody would watch that and be like, oh, they're discussing a serious topic like suicide. No.
Yeah.
That's clearly just like, oh, a robot heard the word. And that's
Yeah.
it.
Beep boop.
They now know my crimes.
Yeah, getting demonetized over like Patrice Wilson's shitty video is like so funny because it's so far removed from like any realistic depiction of suicide
Mm-hmm.
that it just has no impact whatsoever anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what the fuck the point was of demonetizing me for that. Other
I'm
than a
willing-
robot.
I'm willing to bet
whitelist
there's a
me.
bunch. They probably have a bunch of like reviews for Suicide Squad 2016 that are demonetized because it has the word suicide in the title. I would bet that's a.
That's
case or
something I
something.
wonder about a lot. Are you allowed to say Suicide Squad?
I'm sure they've
Or do you have-
whitelisted that combination of words because it's like a corporate, large, popular thing.
Yeah. They don't
I
want the
guess.
trailers to get demonetized
Yeah.
for saying it or promotional material.
They don't want people to be decentivized to promote the best movie ever.
Uh-huh.
So that's how you get away with saying it on YouTube. You just say, I'm gonna Suicide Squad.
It would be funny if everybody had to, like, yeah, just say a different word.
Shout out to
Minecraft
Papa
Squad.
Meat going with Sewer Slide. That's
Sewer
a fun
Slide.
one.
Yeah.
Classic.
Sewer slide.
Flip and slide.
It's the squad. For
When he
sewers
read
and slides.
Squidward's Sewer Slide on stream. Well, it wasn't on stream, but in a video.
God damn it.
Viewer side mouse.
I'm gonna be so pissed if I can't see the Brutalist in Eggsember.
You're seeing
Shame.
so like you're seeing what Sonic 3.
Well, I won't see
my
Sonic
God.
3 if I can't see the Brutalist. Because what's
Oh.
the point of seeing Sonic
But
3
there's
if I'm
no-
not doing
there's
Eggsember?
None.
Literally, why the fuck would I watch Sonic 3?
Have you haven't-
Konichi, what?
You
Aya,
could
what?
wait until January to see all
Then it's
three.
not
I don't do-
Eggsember!
No, it's not. I don't know what to tell you.
Someone needs to send
Yeah.
me a screener.
You know,
Alright.
you know, Adam. As look, to be honest, you brought up that joke from the Sonic 3 trailer. To be brutally honest, the humor in the
Brutally.
Sonic movies are very hit and miss. Sometimes some jokes work, and I don't mean like randomly hit and miss. It's like 50-50. Some jokes work, some don't.
I can't think
Don't-
of one that worked.
Like the only
You did like when the guy drew Sanic
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I didn't see the movie, but
right, there we
that
go.
sounds funny.
It was funny.
And though the line to describe no, I'd rather not bring up a spoiler.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh well, it's not like a huge plot, like a developmental plot point. It's just a descriptive line they give one of the characters in the film. Like the I still wouldn't bring it up just for the because of the spoiler policy.
What do we think of Panic Room? I haven't seen that since I was younger.
I've never seen Panic Room.
It's getting a
I don't think
4K
I've ever
soon.
seen it.
Oh, isn't I know that that David Fincher's working on 4Ks of Seven and Fight Club, so he's doing.
Weird it
must be-
doesn't already have one.
Social Network just got announced too.
Oh, it did. No, that was already part of the Sony release a bunch of 4K Blu-rays.
The Sony scam box.
Yeah, it had a 4K in that box set, and they announced I think yesterday that it's getting a steelbook, like its standalone steelbook release. So I think February is when it comes out.
Did Presents get a wide enough release that people can see it yet?
What? Oh, Presents that comes out that's getting a wide release in January again. I think it's.
That's so weird. You'd think that would be like a October release. Like what the hell, Neon?
Maybe they're marketing it as they're like a January horror film, even though it's probably much better than most January horror films.
I think they were I don't know, like were they hoping it would be Oscar nominated? I should go over the for your consideration campaigns at some point soon.
They're probably because I think the noms come out on the 17th. So
well, theoretically, like everything that they would want to be promoting like would be publicly available to look at now because the awards are like the awards are being nominated now. Like the for your consideration campaigns they should all be there shouldn't be anything new added to that at this point.
I mean,
Substance sweep.
Please.
The substance has a much better chance now at getting Oscars now that I got a bunch of noms at Golden Globes, which the Golden Globes don't care that much, but it would be cool to know that we're finally getting.
It helps a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there have been like instances of the Golden Globes like screwing up. Like I think I mentioned this in an old Patreon hangout about how they nominated fucking Sia's music for Best Picture one year.
That was absolutely stupid. That was so stupid of them.
What for best music?
Sia's music.
Oh yeah,
nominated
the Sia
for best
movie.
picture.
Yeah, that was fun.
What game are you playing, Jamie?
It's called Militsiner, which is I absolutely butchered it, but it's prison in Russian or no, it's policeman in Russian, where you have to try to escape the town while a giant policeman stares at you.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds great.
There was a website that consolidated all of the for your consideration campaigns in one page, and I'm trying to find that so I can use that next time.
Like that.
I don't remember what website
I definitely want to see. Definitely want to highlight.
I think I
you
found
going
it.
over that shit.
I found it. Awards Watch. I'm just gonna bookmark.
What was
this.
that one year? I remember there was a year where you said they had like the saddest for your consideration campaign. I think it was like
Lionsgate. It was Lionsgate, I think, because it was just like
it was whoever owns old.
Oh yeah.
Universal, because there was like Boss Baby 2. It was a bunch of other things.
Old, Dear Evan Hansen, just all these things nobody liked from that year.
Yeah, Lionsgate's going down.
Hold on.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to. I would like to go over that on stream. I'll do that like in a week or two, I guess. What the fuck is Screener Passport?
Are they making watching movies pay to win now?
No, it's like a it looks like a
I found
single
Adam's tweet.
Oh, my tweet.
Yeah,
Oh, for
there should be an
Universal.
award for saddest for your consideration campaign. Universal for your consideration campaign 2021, including Old, Candyman,
Oh, no.
Sing 2, Dear Evan Hansen,
Oh, yeah.
Spirit Untamed, and Boss Baby 2.
Spirit Untamed.
That's so sad.
That's pretty
Yeah.
sad.
Like, we're not even... shouldn't even have a for your consideration campaign at that point.
Spirit Untamed. Wasn't that like direct to Netflix?
I think
No,
Wicked
it-
is Universal and not Disney?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Even though it looks like a fucking Disney.
It does
even though the
look like a
lighting-
Disney movie.
Gives
Well,
Disney
though-
remake vibes, yeah.
Though I will say this, this Wicked and potentially the part 2 will have more effort being put into this film than any of the Disney live action remakes that that have ever come out, including the more current one, which is being released on March 2025, and a Tangled live action remake. If
Oh,
they
great.
could, if they are not going as lower as they think they are. As if
they're also doing fucking live action Moana. I fully expect them to like keep
Yeah.
doing like they're already remaking their modern stuff now, so we're gonna probably get live action Encanto because that Encanto was popular. So why not?
Yeah,
genuinely
Frozen
wanna
as
see-
well, almost certainly.
I want to see how far The Rock's career can go.
Depending
At
on
this
like
point.
how Snow White performs, maybe. I don't know.
I can't imagine.
Like
Snow
I
White
can't
isn't gonna
imagine it
perform at
making
all.
that much money. Like nobody like was looking forward to it.
There's a
Everybody
s-
seems to hate it. The dislike
when-
ratio on the trailer is definitely rough.
Yeah.
There's a set photo of The Rock on the set of the
Oops.
Moana remake, and he's in this like weird, like anchor arms from SpongeBob bodysuit
hmm
as Maui. It's so weird. Like, what are they doing?
Mm.
Yeah. Was the whole thing like The Rock's idea or something? Because that's something that'd be easy to believe. He's such a
I-
narcissist.
Apparently,
Not like-
Moana 2 was a TV show that they like cut into a movie.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
Shirelles was talking about that.
It was a
Moana
TV
2
show that got like turned into a film.
Not only that, but apparently like I haven't seen the movie, but apparently like they recorded The Rock didn't record lines until literally like earlier this year, which is not how you're supposed to usually do animated movies. Just you do recording lines first and then you animate it. So it was clearly like a rush production from what I've seen.
I'll be back in 2 more minutes. It's still
Okay.
the same thing I gotta respond to. Hold on.
No, take your time, man. It's kind of crazy how The Rock killed DC with Black Adam, and then he like killed Christmas movies with Red One in like a fell swoop. He just keeps killing movies with like big budget disasters.
Yeah, Red One didn't go too well.
I never seen a movie get put onto Amazon so quickly.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like I watched that that Amazon series Secret Level when they had it, and like one of the ads they had for it in the beginning was literally like Red One's coming to Amazon.
I saw
Prime
that.
tomorrow."
I saw that. Yeah. Oh my god.
What,
Yeah.
because I think like the thing I've been noticing is that if a movie does well in theaters, it stays in theaters for a while. But if it does poorly, it gets on streaming and digital like really soon. Like that happened to Fall Guy earlier this year. That happened to Red One recently. That happened to a bunch of stuff. Like if a movie bombs, it just comes to digital straight away. I think Borderlands got on streaming like only less than 2 weeks after it was out in theaters.
Good job, Borderlands. You're so great. I totally did not waste my money seeing it in theaters.
Yeah, I did the watch along for Borderlands. That was pretty embarrassing.
What's with that big captain thing in your game, Cheney?
Oh, yes, that's the
Yeah.
policeman.
Look,
You make sure that you don't commit any crimes or tell them like something like "fuck you."
And also, I do also want to mention, I know like the previous the previous Zoom get together was that Olivia or Adam mentioned that this year Warner Brothers is sinking to amazing lows in terms of films. But I honestly think Lionsgate deserves this title even more, in my personal opinion, even more than Sony and Warner Brothers combined. Because say what you want about Sony, they may have Madam Web and Ghostbusters, but at least they had a decent hit with Bad Boys, with Bad Boys 4. But this time around, not they have released 3 or potentially 5 various flops, along with giving a very decent action film, Boy Kills World. Like I actually think that film is like very underrated in terms of action, but of course, no one would ever pay attention or give it any or ever notice it because Lionsgate gave that film a limited release.
There was a lot of controversy with that movie, so I don't blame them.
What's
What-
the? Can you like
what-
type out the name of this game, Jamie?
Yeah. I can.
What happened? Wait, what happened? What was the controversy behind this movie?
It was with one of the actors in it.
What was
did
his
he
name?
get like outed or something?
Hold on. The name of this game is in Russian, so I'm trying to make sure I get the English word correct. There we go.
Millistioner. Okay. Is it like on Steam?
Yeah. It right now it's only in beta, so you have to go through Patreon and like give them like $10, and then they'll give you a
Oh,
key for
I
it.
see. I see.
So it's not out completely, but I was watching the development for this game. Oops, he did not like that. Oopsies.
I'll Google it.
Originally, there was a lot of like.
Oh, it is on Steam. That's just not the correct spelling.
Oh, whoopsies.
Let's see.
He's angry with me. You set off the car alarm, you dingus.
Interesting concept.
It's a very better and interesting version than Hello Neighbor.
I mean,
It's way more artistically styled. This game was in development for about like 4 or 5 years, and it's just got a beta.
Jamie, I just looked at the reason on why this film is getting a lot of controversy, and apparently this has something to do with like the depiction of violence, a very specific way they handled the death character, and a desensitization or something. I am like, and you said an actor. Like there was some controversy with an actor of that film. What was his or her name? Or their name?
If I can find it. Brett Gelman.
Brett.
He was in Stranger Things. and a
Sorry
couple
about that
other
again.
things as well.
Oh, I get it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's a Zionist.
Okay, I understand
see.
that. Also, can we give an F in the chat over the fact that the Sony villain force is completely dead now?
Yeah. thank you,
Yeah.
Craven.
When I talked to
I-
Alex,
Yeah.
he was acting as if like Sinister Six was still happening, but I guess he
Oh.
didn't get the memo.
that's funny.
Sorry, Alex.
I remember they teased like the Sinister Six at the end of like Amazing Spider-Man 2. I wonder when they're releasing that movie.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, they did. It was the
Yeah, literally, like it
post-credits.
was when it wasn't in the post credits. It was in when the scene where Harry, what's that actor's name that like is very cringe that played like Green Goblin and
Dane DeHaan.
Dane DeHaan, when he was like getting into his Green Goblin, so you saw like a bunch of background stuff for like setting up future films in the Amazing Spider-Man universe.
I remember now.
Well, say what you want about those films, but I'll say this: this Sony Spider-Man villain universe lasted way more longer than the Dark Universe. I'll tell you that much.
How so?
I
Because
mean,
Dark-
yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah, the
Because
Dark
it had-
Universe was nothing.
It
Yeah,
had one movie and like 2 tweets, and then it just ended with
But
nobody
the best
caring.
trailer of all time.
I think technically there were 2 movies if you count Dracula Untold, the world's most forgettable film.
well, you are totally right, Olivia. The Dracula Untold,
I didn't even know
much
that
like
came
was
out.
the case with them, was supposed to be their Iron Man for the Dark Universe, but of course, it got a bunch of it was trashed by
Dark,
critics,
come
and it
on.
got a huge
What are you
box,
doing?
and it barely got any proper box office revenue, so they scrapped it and pretended like, oh, this film that was supposed to be for a separate Dracula franchise, and The Mummy was supposed to be the launching pad into that.
It's
And
funny that
failed.
we all
Yeah.
make fun of like Warner Brothers and DC, but like the Universal couldn't even get anything off the ground. Like they literally
Yeah.
couldn't even like start.
And you-
Just
And-
imagine the conversations that led to shit like The Mummy.
Ignore my cluttered floor. Pay attention to the dog.
A dorg.
Doggy.
Nice. The only thing good to come out of that 2017 Mummy movie was that there was like a tie-in video game called like the Mummy Demastered that was like surprisingly good because it was like a TV Metroidvania.
Yeah.
I just like the trailer where they forgot to add the audio.
That shit was so fucking funny. Oh my god.
Yeah. And like honestly, the failure of the Dark Universe, given the fact that these characters are easily the most influential characters, not only in horror but also in terms of pop culture, like it pissed me off so much that I even like composed my own plan if they were to ever reboot this again, and like if they ever do the Dark Universe again, and I really mentioned this I really actually created a plan to how it would go out, and I will send it through the chat.
I think
I
that
think
I'm just like so sick of the idea of having like universes at all in films.
It's pretty old, yeah.
Because is it the fact that so much is connected that nothing is?
It's the fact that there's like an inherent sense of obligation to watch like all of the movies to understand what the fuck is going on.
It's cringe.
It
Well,
is.
Though we have been seeing some I will say this: we have seen a bit of a rework in terms of what a cinematic universe really is.
Mhm.
With James Gunn's new DCU, in a recent interview, he says that unlike what's the case with the MCU, this universe you can go off and create a center of a movie on a certain character in the DC universe with whatever character you want, with whatever tone you want. No need to watch any other movies or to rely on continuity to actually enjoy it.
Hopefully.
So that's
I
good.
forgot James Gunn was still doing things like that. I forgot that there was a whole thing planned that's coming out.
They're literally going to release a Superman trailer next week. He just announced on his.
Oh,
his
shit.
thing.
I hope it's based.
We'll see how that goes.
I want to know what
You
Angry
I-
Joe thinks.
That'll be funny. The only, I guess, the one DC movie I am interested in is that one that Luca Guadagnino is going to be doing, Sergeant Rock. I'd be curious how he's going to handle that. I mentioned his last Hangout, and I think he'll probably have more creative control over this as opposed to if he was doing like a Batman or
I mean, of
Superman
course,
project,
yeah.
because it's based off a character that nobody cares about.
Is the potion seller writing it?
No, but it is confirmed to have
Potion
Daniel
seller?
Craig. And Daniel Craig's confirmed to be
Oh,
in
yeah.
the film, so it might be a queer re-team up, even though queer literally just came out.
Yeah. I hope Daniel Craig gets an Oscar nom for that. I thought he was awesome.
I thought it was awesome too. Honestly, my favorite performance in the film was Jason Schwartzman in the film. I thought he was
He was
What?
my favorite surprise because I didn't know he could actually act before this movie. Before it was
that
just like, oh, I'm playing the same guy every time.
Yeah.
Well, that just goes to show that if you give a certain actor who's been known, like based on the audience reception, to play the same character, if you give them the right direction, that they can blend themselves into a different character.
Yeah, if it's the right director.
Yeah.
Chase Statham's a great.
But also,
example.
like, a part of the industry at to a certain extent is like wanting to have wanting to be the first person that's called when they think of like a specific type of guy, you know?
Yeah.
So you do like there is some benefit in playing the same character over and over. Like Michael Cera. They're like, who do we call when we want some like awkward person
Someone
that looks
very
like a kid?
soy.
Yeah.
To play a blue bird.
Yeah. But then like I don't know. He played like a different character in Dream Scenario. He just doesn't do
That's true.
that often.
No.
Yeah. Though I wouldn't be surprised if it's a case of like certain actors do like I guess studio projects in order to maybe work on like independent projects as their passion, because that happens all the time with a lot of stuff. I think there was I guess speaking of next week, we have Mufasa the Lion King, and I know Adam, you're not
Oh,
going to see it in
Lord.
theaters and stuff, but there was an interview with that Barry Jenkins gave where he basically admitted that he kind of saw directing Mufasa as like not so much as a passion project, but just as like I want to experiment with like a VFX film, and then I think he said that he's going to go back to his roots after Mufasa. So it sounds like that Mufasa was just not a passion project for him at all. It just
How surprising.
Well, he said that he was like mad at people that were saying that earlier.
Yeah, he was.
So I don't know if he changed his mind or like I don't know what's going on.
or maybe Disney PR made him like defend it because and stuff when he signed on to do it.
And then he went against them.
He renegade.
Yeah. He chose the Renegade option.
And well, yeah, I don't mean to shift the topic so suddenly, but I know this is like old news, but I kind of wanted to bring that up, and I kind of wanted to hear your thoughts.
Mhm.
But I like, has any of you like seen any of the horrendous Zack Snyder attempt at a space opera, Rebel Moon,
It
part 1 and
sucks.
2?
Yeah, we've seen it.
It
Exactly.
was just
Apparently, like this, rather than like the Force or Spice or Xavier or like certain crystals in your lightsaber, all they ever talk about or live for in this movie is grain. Like, no reason at all, just the premise. I'm not going into spoilers. It's just grain. Look, to Zach's, well, here's the deal. The only grain that I care about is film grain. Like, that's it.
Rishi, I really do not want to be talking about Star Wars, even though I know that people are going to say it's not Star Wars. It is. I'm just like, I really don't want. I just don't want to be talking about Star Wars right now. I can't. I can't be doing it.
I get ya.
It
like there's nothing to talk about.
And there's
Rebel
nothing
Moon
to
anyway.
gain.
It's not.
There's
like,
nothing to gain at this point.
interesting.
It's done. We're over
it's
it.
Just a bad movie.
We're over it. Hello.
Well,
Hello.
Here, let me pause this. I wanted to talk about favorite films. I talked about a little bit while you're away the first time.
Mm-hmm.
After I watched The Substance, it immediately made me think of Challengers, of like, because originally that was going to be my favorite film, and then The Substance was just phenomenal.
I like The
So-
Substance more than Challengers too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still need to
Same.
see Challengers for a second time, but it's not in
Exactly.
4K.
Same.
It's not in 4K, no.
Is there not even like a digital?
I'm sure there's
4K
a
option?
digital
No,
4K.
I don't think
Amazon-
it's on.
It'd be weird if there
Amazon.
was.
I don't
MGM
think-
barely does 4Ks. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I hope it gets like a Criterion or something, but MGM is on my Amazon now, and they just decided, nah, fuck, we're just not going to do 4Ks. We're just going to do normal Blu-rays. Bye.
What were you saying,
It's
Jamie?
Oh, it was It's on Amazon, but I don't think you could stream it in 4K. Unfortunately, I watched through half of it, and yeah, it's still really good. It holds up. The first hour I watched of it flew by. It didn't even feel like an hour.
It's listed as being 4K on iTunes and Amazon. So it looks like I'm going to be torrenting the film instead of buying it.
There you go. R matey.
Because what's that? There's no benefit to having a digital copy that you pay for.
No.
Give me the fucking 4K Blu-ray. I'll pay for it, assholes. I would like to own it, not have a license to view it.
Yeah.
Until that license
and then
is
we could
taken
take it away.
I get that. I still buy digital copies just to be able to like watch them wherever.
Yeah, for convenience sake.
I also have a bad habit of losing discs, so it's easier for me to do digital shit.
I bought a digital copy for Hundreds of Beavers, even though I already have a screener copy, because it's like I just wanted to support a smaller thing, you know, where like the money actually matters.
Hundreds of Beavers got all this now on a bunch of free with ad streaming services. It goes on YouTube for free with ads. It's on Tubi.
It's awesome.
I guess they need the support for it. I did buy the Blu-ray. I didn't get the wood box cover, but I was able to get the limited edition slip. Oh, you got the wood box cover, Olivia?
How did you?
Yeah,
I thought
Adam
the wood
told me about it.
Yeah, the wood one was available for longer than the other limited edition one, wasn't it?
Yeah. I got really lucky to get a limited edition one, so maybe I got the rarer one or something.
I love like steel books, you know. I mean, I know this is wood, not steel, but I love like just the concept.
Yeah, I tried to get the limited edition slipcover thing, and then it was sold out, and then I was like, oh, that sucks.
I have like a 4K. Sorry, continue.
And then Kiki told me about the wooden cover one, and then I was able to get it. And the reason why that one didn't sell out, it seemed, is because everybody was doing the everybody was on Vinegar Syndrome trying to get it, and the wooden one was not on Vinegar Syndrome. So I don't even see the wooden one anymore on their website. So it looks like that's probably sold out.
Damn.
Now they just have an Amazon link to the regular Blu-ray. But yeah, I'm hyped for the wooden one because like that's so unique. I don't have
Hundreds of Beavers is awesome.
I just don't have any wooden slip covers for anything.
There's no. It's the only Blu-ray that exists that has a wooden cover that you can think of. I'll show the limited edition slip cover thing when it comes to my house eventually.
Yeah, I think the art on that is great.
Because I was able to fucking get. I was able to fucking get one, shockingly. So,
yeah. Yeah.
I love Hundreds of Beavers is absolutely fantastic.
I want to buy the Criterion 4K of No Country for Old Men, but I can't because I put it on my Christmas gift list and I don't know if somebody got it for me. So I have to wait. Life's so unfair.
Here, I'll buy it for you again, Adam.
But then I don't know if I will have two. I put it on my Christmas wish list that I shared with my family members, so we'll see if that happens. It probably won't, so I'll just buy it after. But yeah, damn. I've just Challengers seemed like the most obvious 4K release in the world for like a physical media. Like, how could you not?
You got like an IMAX release.
Literally, like, how can you not do that?
And could you imagine if Challengers got a 3D re-release?
No.
Like with Titanic?
I hope not.
Could you imagine just sitting there? Oh, if you've seen the film, then you get it.
If it was specifically the locker scene. Like that would be hilarious.
Hmm.
I love the amount of people who were upset that the film was like not as sexy as I thought, and the majority of nudity is just men in locker rooms.
Yeah.
Apparently,
is
there's
great. I mean-
there's no like special features on the Challengers Blu-ray even.
That's
It is
that's
funny
shame.
how like aggressively fucking gay that movie is.
Very gay.
Yeah.
Those two leads. Hmm.
Like- How gay? Brokeback Mountain levels of gay.
As in like
Gayer.
the director talked about
Oh.
how he used churros to create sexual tension. Kind of gay.
I like a good unintentionally gay movie like Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Although some people say that that's intentional, I don't know. I'd have to watch it again.
Also, Death
The ma-
Race too.
Yeah.
The main actor is the main actor for Nightmare on Elm Street 2 came out as gay, but he didn't like not when the movie came out, but because it was like the AIDS crisis in the 80s and stuff. But I think he goes around and screens Nightmare on Elm Street 2 as a kind of a gay thing. So there's
That's
a document.
very funny.
Am
I
I
think,
crazy? No, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sure that I can't remember. I think there was like a documentary all about that fact, about the fact that Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is like unintentionally gay, and the main actor like goes around and says, "Yeah, this movie was kind of an unintentional representation of gay people," and he himself is gay. The director I don't think is gay, but like the main actor is.
That reminds me of the interview that John Hines did for House of Gucky, where he like said like, "Oh, Scar could totally be gay.
Oh yeah, no, he said he's for sure gay.
He's for sure gay."
And that if only he met the right male lion, that he would probably have not been a villain.
It's not
That'd be
incest
exciting.
between men.
No,
Jeremy Irons' interviews about Scar give me so much life.
Olivia.
Yeah.
He says everything I want him to say.
What amount of faces you have, Olivia? You chose that one to say that.
Yeah.
It's not incest between men.
So here's a thing that I'm kind of coming to terms with. So I'm on the Blu-ray.com website for the Challengers Blu-ray because that's how basically if you go under like releases, it'll show like iTunes and Amazon releases and whether or not they're in 4K as well. And what's funny is like next to the like Challengers Blu-ray or whatever, it's showing like 2.5 stars out of 5. I'm like, what is the video quality bad? And then I scroll down, and even though so the Blu-ray review is like from one of the Blu-ray.com registered critics or whatever.
Okay.
And they do rate things like video quality, audio quality, but video and audio are rated like 4.5 out of 5. And then the guy just didn't like the movie. And so I'm like, I don't know.
Oh.
If I'm so their recommendation, they just don't like the movie. But like if I'm on Blu-ray.com, I don't care about whether or not the person liked the movie. I'm there to find out I'm there to find out the specs.
Yeah, the quality of the film is kind of irrelevant.
Well,
like, you can
no,
have
the
a great Blu-ray for an awful movie.
Exactly. Like I don't
That's
care what
from
you
some,
think about
like
the movie.
IGN bullshit, where they get the one person who doesn't like the property to like review it.
Yeah,
my
you'd
God,
think.
there's-
I don't know.
There's like a fucking review of Mystery Dungeon from IGN that's so funny. The whole thing's vertical. It's like 360p, and the narrator keeps stuttering over himself. It's so unprofessional. It makes me laugh every time.
The infamous Cuphead review, where the guy couldn't get past
Dean
the starting
Takahashi.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun one. I like that.
And
That's
then
something everybody knows about.
Oh yeah.
recently
Yeah.
they gave the Penguin a 5, which made everyone who saw the Penguin very upset.
Out of 10,
Yeah.
Yeah.
IGN.
hmm
They've been giving 7s out a lot recently.
They gave an 8 to Agatha All Along, which I haven't seen it, so maybe it is an 8. But I think it's very funny watching the Penguin, seeing the amount of like actual effort Matt Reeves put into it. I gave it like a 7. I thought it was good. Not a 5.
I never finished the Batman.
Yeah.
What the hell
And-
is mouthwashing? I'm on IGN.
Oh, mouthwashing. Yeah, that's a horror game I've heard is like fucking awesome.
They gave
Yeah.
it a
Also,
9.
Also, the devs, like when like fucking Grums and Asmongold shouted them out, they're like, "No, fuck you. You're Grums and Asmongold. Go away."
Okay. First person horror game. Is it something I can play without fucking up my wrists? Has anybody played it?
Possibly.
I planned on playing it.
It looks like a point and click.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the best.
Maybe I should do it tonight. I don't know. I just keep forgetting to.
And yeah, I thought it was bizarre when I first heard of it. I thought it was literally about
Mouthwashing.
Yeah, of course.
I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to, because I'm doing my Sunday stream tomorrow, and I don't even know what I'm gonna play.
Yeah, you need something easy on the wrist, right?
You
Yeah.
could do Baldur's
I
Gate
said
again.
this in chat, but like a game that'd be really easy to play with your feet would be like the Ace Attorney shit, because it's just visual novel.
I'm like wondering if I should even try doing the foot thing, or if I should just like do something that's just not bad on my wrist. Like I can still potentially use a controller depending on like what kind of motions or movements I'm doing, or like how button mashy it is. I got frustrated last week because I couldn't do the fucking Nuzlocke thing.
Yeah.
You can do BG3 again. Although I know you said you like to try to do that with.
Yeah, I'd have to
Peach
schedule that
Spider.
with Peach. I would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could also do Disco Elysium, which was one of the games on your.
I don't know if that's a good streaming game.
Everybody wants me to play it though.
It is an incredible. It is a very good game.
It's
I don't
just
know how
long,
much of a
right?
streaming game it is, though.
Yeah.
I hear it's long.
Just trying to think of things that won't destroy your wrist.
Astrobot just won Game of the Year.
Oh yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, I played.
Wild.
I actually.
Not what I thought would win.
I
No.
love. I may be the only. I don't know if I'm the only person here that actually did play Astrobot. Astrobot's fucking great, but it's not a game that I would recommend
I
to
got
Adam
it.
because there are
Is it button mashy?
some like, well, not super button mashy, but there are like there's motion control stuff in the game. You can turn it off in the accessibility options, but there's just some like motion control stuff, and it is if you're going for 100% completion, then yes, it is button mashy. But if you're just gonna go for like getting to end and then just stop, then the game is not that button mashy. But it is a great game in my opinion. I was able to get 100% completion on it pretty much.
Holy shit.
I'm like debating doing like a bit of Silent Hill 2 and seeing how it goes. Maybe just do like an hour or something of it and swapping to something
Not
else, but I just don't
to
know.
divert it too much. I found out that originally Ray Liotta was supposed to play.
Astrobot.
Yeah. He was supposed to be in The Substance originally,
Yes.
playing what's his name's character.
Dennis Quaid's.
Yeah, which
Dairy Queen.
made me very upset. I will say. I wish he played it.
I mean,
I
really
liked
like
Dennis
it.
Quaid in it.
yeah,
He
I
was
mean,
good.
I think either of them would work for the role.
Yeah.
I'm not like so
Regardless
disappointed.
of what you might think of Dennis Quaid. I haven't really seen him in much, so I don't know.
I don't
have a
want to
take.
give Dennis Quaid credit.
Mm.
Dennis Quake.
Dennis Quake.
I mean,
I'd
I
rather
would say
give-
it's like the directing is what made it.
Exactly.
One of those
Yeah.
like you get a good performance out of a shit actor kind of thing.
Yeah.
The only movie I think he was in that I could think of that he was in that like Disney movie that nobody saw, Strange World, as like the father character or something, and like
Oh.
that's like the only thing I could think of he was in recently.
Can someone
He was
tell
in
me?
Reagan.
Can someone tell me why people thought Half-Life 3 was going to be announced at the Game Awards?
Because people are gullible. Half-Life
People say that
fans
every
are
year,
on the
right?
same Half-Life fans
Yeah.
are on the same page as like Hollow Knight fans. They're just really desperate.
Yeah.
So starved.
Did you hear about the drama with GTA about the amount of people who were like disappointed that there wasn't a trailer? Even
That
though
would
a
be
trailer
weird if there
released-
was.
Rockstar does their own thing.
The
They
Yeah,
don't need
they don't
Jeff
need the
Keighley.
Game Awards.
They don't
The
need Jeff
first
Keighley.
The first trailer was like only released because somebody leaked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they posted on
And
Twitter.
then the next trailer was released 2 days before the Game Awards anyway. So
Yeah, I think I'm of the same mindset with like Half-Life 3 is that if it happens, it's not going to be announced at the Game Awards.
no.
They're just going to
announce
do
that-
it. They're just going to drop a trailer online and it'll be the biggest news story of the fucking past decade anyway.
Yeah,
They did that for Half-Life Alex. They just announced it on Twitter one day, being like, "Hey, we're doing a new Half-Life game for VR. It comes out in a couple of months. See ya."
Why the hell would they do anything with the Game Awards? Like they don't need to.
Nintendo has the same mindset. I know you don't like Nintendo, but they usually just announce their own shit on Twitter or via the direct, so they don't need that kind of stuff.
I don't really mind the big like reveals or whatever.
Yeah.
What percentage of the Game Awards would you say was worth watching?
I mean,
60, 70%.
Wow. Y'all like the
that's a
Game
little
Awards.
high. That's a little high.
That's
Okay.
way too
Game
high.
Awards.
Yeah,
I don't even believe
so
you.
I don't blame you. Yeah, I watched it, and I will say, most of it better than last year. I wasn't like in nearly as much pain at first. The first couple hours were like pretty like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then near the end it's just like, okay, yep, more games I don't care about. Yep. God damn it.
Trailers.
Jeff,
4
stop
games.
talking.
Please shut the fuck
gotta-
up.
Yeah,
the one
it-
game I know
I didn't hate it, is the thing.
it was better than last year, but it's not something that I think Adam would enjoy. That's what I would say. The only game that I saw that like the only 2 games that got announced that I think Adam might enjoy. We got a new Elden Ring spin-off game coming next year, Night Rain. And then I think there's a
co-op
new
game that has fucking Dark Souls characters in it, like Nameless King, apparently.
Yeah, it's a FromSoft. It's FromSoft's next game. And then the other thing, a new game from the It Takes Two devs called Split Fiction. You and Tora might want to play that at
Yeah.
some point.
Well,
Also,
I don't
new
know.
game
I'm trying to
from
think.
Team Ico.
There's like
I figure you'll like the new Team Ico game, probably.
I don't know if I'm trying to think if like how much sense it makes to do like a major co-op series with Tora because his Australian internet's kind of shit, and I just don't know if that's going to affect the because there's been games that like we've tried playing that we just had to stop because of that.
I mean, I could do it, but I promise I won't get high on stream again.
Yeah, we'll see.
I felt bad about that. I thought the stream was ending earlier than it was.
Yeah, maybe I can like. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can get like Guile or Shay or something. I'm gonna think about it. I gotta talk to Drew more.
I want more
Yeah, I
like
miss Drew.
fucking Lethal Company. That shit was so awesome. I want to play more of that.
Is it like? Have they updated it?
Maybe. I don't know. I just want to play more.
That'd be fun. I did download freaking Master Chief Collection.
Mhm.
But I do miss playing like the big streamer games. You could have like all your streamer or all the watchers play with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll do
I wouldn't
that
mind
again at
playing
some
like
point.
Cursed Halo with you or something sometime.
But I've already beaten it on Legendary Co-op.
Yeah, fair. Damn.
I want to do that Halo VR mod.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a mod.
There's a Halo VR mod now. And it looks
Wait,
fucking
Is it
awesome.
with the
But I'll have to
first Halo?
reinstall my disc copy of the original Halo to do it.
Oh,
It's not Master
Disc
Chief.
copy from like Xbox?
As in, I have a PC copy of Halo that's not Master Chief.
huh.
I mean,
Oh.
I could fucking torrent it and crack it, but I do have a real copy, so, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, YouTube. Adam would never do that. He's role playing.
Yeah. He's
I said could.
Yeah.
And that I
he
have a real
could.
copy.
Hypothetically.
He never would though.
I have a real copy. Hello.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh hey
It's all right.
Beth.
Hey, you're
Welcome
fine.
back.
Hi, Beth.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry Christmas.
Happy
Yiffmas.
holidays.
Happy
Merry
birthday.
Christmas.
Merry Gamus.
Yes.
It is my birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Jamie.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Mine was
That-
a few
well,
days
that's-
ago.
Oh,
That,
you got
yeah.
a lot of Sagittarius horse.
Is that what it
never-
is?
Yeah, Sagittarius.
Dang
is,
it.
Or
December.
centaurs. Yeah.
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
it's
like a
like this-
ram or something.
funny centaur one. Yeah, you're like an Aries.
It's like
I
a
think.
centaur.
Mm-hmm.
You guys sound
Yes,
like
it's a centaur.
you guys sound like lesbians right now. Astrology
Oh.
lesbians.
Fair.
Yeah,
Lesbians.
I'm totally
Max,
not
you're
a
like a
lesbian.
Virgo. I don't know.
No, I'm a Cancer.
How the fuck is there like? I still don't understand why Chloe wasn't in the newest one. I don't get it. It's so dumb.
Oh.
Life is Strange.
Why? Like, why wasn't? Why?
Oh man.
Because they're
Did you not
stubborn.
get Ashley Birch back? Like, I mean, you replaced her once. I don't like. Why can't they? I don't get it.
Well, what do you mean they replaced her with like?
Ashley Birch was not in Before the Storm.
Oh,
No.
that's what you mean. It
She
was,
was
a different
doing-
voice
She
actress.
was in the writer's strike during it, so she gave her blessing to be like, "Hey, you can."
She
make
was a
someone else."
consultant.
Yeah. They could have brought her back. I didn't think she had like any ill will against the company.
Did Life
Well-
is Strange double exposure sell well? That's the thing I want to know, because maybe that'll explain if they're going
I
to make
don't
more Life
think
is Strange
so.
or
I
not.
don't think it would have. I don't think it would have. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
Oh
do we
yeah,
even
I
get
was
public
actually
sales numbers?
surprised. Double Exposure did not win games for Impact at the Game Awards.
Was it
They tried.
nominated?
It was nominated.
What one?
And I thought for sure it was gonna go to it because they always like give games for Impact to the worst shit ever, like fucking Tell Me Why or Goodbye Volcano High. But they didn't. Not this time.
Was it?
I don't
was
remember
it
what it went
Hellblade?
to, but
It went
didn't go
to a game called Neva, which is about like it was made
Oh
by the same
yeah, I need to play that game.
It was like an indie game about like a girl and like a wolf bonding together. People
A
said it's
wolf with
good.
antlers.
Yeah,
Hey, Olivia.
but-
What life? Sorry.
no, it's fine. You go ahead.
I was asking her what Life is Strange games have you played? Apart, like, have you just played the first one?
I played a little bit of one, and it was bad. I've
terrible.
Never played them again.
Well, I'm streaming it in Olivia's server for my birthday.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm streaming like all 5 episodes of the first game
Oh,
just because I want to
God.
do that for my birthday.
Mhm.
And I want Olivia and everyone else to watch because it'll be my birthday and it'll be like I get the right to like force people to watch me play
You-
Life is Strange.
Will have to remind me when it's time. I'm not gonna remember, just so you know.
Yeah, do it on the calendar. Oh my god. There's a subreddit for Tell Me Why, the game.
That's funny.
I was on the Don't Nod
There's a s-
subreddit, and so it was...
There's a subreddit for almost every game. Like any game that's like remotely big has a subreddit dedicated to it, so it's not surprising.
I'm shocked
There'd
that
be a
anybody
sub-
would be talking about this game this year.
There'd be a subreddit for fucking Hello Kitty Island Adventure or something.
Is there a
There's a
subreddit
subreddit for fucking
like?
Hello Kitty.
Is
Yeah.
there one for Twain Mirror?
That's a good question.
Because like nobody played that except you.
That was their funniest game.
You're like the only person who played that game. I like I don't know anyone else who has even acknowledged its existence.
It was a very funny thing, though. I like that the glitches were very consistent.
The glitches were good.
I had a
People just
tooth
walked around
removed this
without
year.
bodies and shit.
I think they just knew that like nobody was going to buy it, so they just rushed it out. Like, yeah, this is gonna be a loss anyway. Fuck it.
I had a tooth removed a few days ago.
Mm.
Oh,
So yeah,
sorry.
this year I broke my leg and I had to get a tooth removed.
Oh, no.
So it's been an eventful year.
Rough.
It's rough.
Rishi, what you've had your hand raised? What's up?
Well, I do want to ask 2 questions before I leave.
Sure.
So, Adam, with Christmas around the corner, what would you say would be your ultimate film to watch around Christmas time?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Jingle All the Way.
Do not say Die Hard.
I mean, I like Brazil a lot.
Brazil's a Christmas movie?
It is a Christmas
Oh.
movie.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
It is for sure.
Really?
Yeah, there's a Christmas
Yeah, it
scene
is a
in Brazil.
Christmas movie. I remember now.
Yeah.
You know,
That's something I kind of forgot about it.
Do you think Tangerine counts as a Christmas movie?
I'm trying to remember what was Christmas related about it.
There's an art house theater that's not far from where I live that I go to sometimes. They're doing, I think, on Christmas Eve, a double feature of Muppets Christmas Carol and Die Hard back to back.
Nice.
That's funny.
Yeah, people say Die Hard all the time. I mean, Die Hard's good, but
It's not real. Like, it takes place on Christmas.
I mean,
like,
it's a Christmas movie.
Sure. I mean, he did write "Ho Ho Ho" on that dead guy.
Yeah, there were
so-
like some sleigh bell stuff in the soundtrack too. It kind of played into it.
They play a Christmas song at the very end of the film, I think.
At the very
So-
beginning, while he's like in the cab of the limo,
Oh, actually, I
he's
need
like
to see
listening to a
something.
rap Christmas song.
Yeah.
And the second question is, it's actually for Olivia. Given the fact that Legoshi from Beastars is to you what Scar is to Adam,
Is this
No,
true?
he's not.
I found on the YMS highlights community post that you have that
I'm not attracted to Scar. Okay, that
not
post
Scar
or not Scar,
Legoshi, my
Lugosi.
apologies.
Okay, listen. That post, I was just saying I like Lugosi a lot as like a protagonist. He's like my favorite protagonist from anything. He is a comfort character. He is not attractive to me. I just like how he's written.
And
My-
his ma.
He is
Yeah.
not my type.
my apologies.
He's
about
just
that.
very sweet and I
But-
like him.
But
And I am dreading the 3rd season because like
oh, you haven't watched
Beastars
the
had-
3rd season yet?
I want to know how. Someone tell me how it ends, and depending on what answer I get, I'll watch it.
And
Okay.
you know, and
Because like the manga had a horrible ending.
Now I'm even more excited.
which
You watched the new season, right?
I watched the first 4 episodes. I might watch more after the Patreon watch along today if I have enough energy. Still.
How was it?
I mean, it's good. The first 4 episodes. I haven't seen the rest of this season.
I
though.
haven't watched any. I
Also,
haven't
this
watched
is
a
part
single
one.
episode.
This is season
Did
3,
they
part
show
1.
Yafia yet?
So
the
they
horse
didn't-
guy.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
What'd you think of him?
he's yaffable.
Yafia, like the horse guy that there's a horse guy in Beastars.
He's
Yeah,
cute.
He's racist. He's
Adam,
racist and homophobic.
Is that you?
At least in the
Yes.
manga, he's like kind of racist. And
I didn't
homophobic.
see a lot of that. I saw him being cute. That's it.
Alright.
But Olivia, I do have to ask a question about Legoshi. Which voice actor do you prefer, like the subtitled version or the
Chikahiro.
dubbed
Yeah,
version?
like no disrespect to Jonas Scott as a person. I'm sure he's a cool dude, but I just do not like the English dub of Beastars. It's like bad. I already don't like English dubs, but I've like done back-to-back comparisons of like the Japanese and English dub, and the Japanese dub is like so much better performed. And also like some of the American actors for like the more generic characters, like the Shishigumi members or whatever, was like Ruby level shit. I it was so annoying.
Well, Adam,
Mm.
hopefully, Olivia, and to all of you, I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful holidays
You
and
too.
a very happy New Year.
You as
I hope
well.
all of us have got some New
You too.
Year's resolutions,
No.
and also,
Um,
oh, and by the way, Adam, before I head out,
Yes.
that's my line.
Thank you.
That's funny.
Uh,
I think Olivia's just went deaf. I think I'm sorry because she had the
I
cringe
don't-
pose on. She had
What
like the
was
cringe. The
that?
Yeah, what was that reference to?
I don't know.
It's a reference to Cynthia Erivo from Wicked. She did like a
Oh.
Target
Oh
commercial.
yeah, I
Oh.
remember that.
I didn't know about
And-
that. I assumed it
and-
was
I
a
didn't even see
reference
that.
to.
And
I assumed it was a
people-
reference to fucking broke. You know what alert?
Oh hell yeah, that's even better.
I saw the fucking highlight of Adam saying like, "Oh,
That's what he
safe
wanted to
prank.
say.
You can totally do with your friends."
Yeah,
Totally.
that's a good prank.
Yeah.
Hey Adam, what rank would you give Dialga on the Pokemon that looks like a horse thing?
Which
Like,
one
how
is
would
this?
you
I've
rate-
seen it. Dialga is a legendary Pokemon from Pokemon Diamond.
How do I even spell it?
It does not look like a horse, like at
I know.
all.
Oh,
I know it's kind of like
it
I'm
looks
wondering how.
more like a dragon deer fish.
Dragon, these
Yeah.
nuts.
These nuts.
Also,
Oh, is
Plate
it-
Emerald, you bastard.
Is that a kitty?
At some point.
It's a cat.
Woo!
Kitty.
Mr. Kitty.
Frodo, the schmal.
I have a cat, but she's at my mum's house.
Don't do it. Don't-
Frodo.
Don't do that thing. Don't do that thing. I dislike.
Yeah.
BC, what's up?
Well, you mentioned about the Patreon watch along, and there's two things about that. For starters, are you actually going to do Home Alone along with Tokyo Godfathers, or are you just only in the mood for Tokyo Godfathers and nothing else?
Well, I mean, I had Home Alone scheduled between this and Tokyo Godfathers because I wasn't sure if Torikin would be awake. And Torikin and I had been planning on watching Tokyo Godfathers for a while since before it got won the poll. But then I figure, okay, well, since I was planning on recommending Tokyo Godfathers for the podcast because it's a Christmas movie, and I think that far ahead. I was planning on watching it with Torikin, but then it also won the Patreon poll out of nowhere. And so I figure I should probably do Home Alone also, since that was the runner-up on the Patreon poll, because A, I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm just trying to kill two birds with one stone with Sardonicast. And then B, the poll typically on the YMS watch along thing, it's not done with a guest. So I want to make sure that I did one, like, I don't know, like an extra movie or something, just so people didn't feel like they didn't get what they...
Okay. I was the one who recommended the Tokyo Godfathers in the Patreon poll to begin with, and if I had known you were going to recommend it for Sardonicast, I would have picked a different film, so sorry about... But I guess I shouldn't be sorry because I didn't know, so, like, I guess it's on me. So
No, it's not on anyone. There's no way to anticipate that. But I assume that won't happen often, because the only reason this happened is because it's a holiday movie.
A Home Alone watch along would definitely be interesting, if just because that's like one of few like movies where like every frame of it is like burned into my fucking brain.
Yeah, I haven't seen it for a while, so I'm enjoying the idea of revisiting it.
I watched it a couple. I watched that in the second one a couple of years ago. They're not great, but they're definitely not terrible either.
I like the
they're
first
fine.
Home Alone.
The first one's good. The second one is not bad, also, even though it has Trump cameo. And
the second one is kind of bad because they just recycled the script from like the first one and just hit Control H.
I'd rather watch that than Home Alone 3, though. Home Alone 3 is terrible.
I remember thinking it was terrible when I was younger.
Well,
weirdly enough, I didn't, but I did hate Home Alone 4.
I
remember watching. Oh,
go for it.
I think I remember watching Home Alone 3 on TV once and just thinking whatever about it, but it was so long ago that I don't remember anything about it. I know that in the fifth one, it's like, for some reason, like the main kid is like teams up with like a gamer dude he met on Xbox Live once, and it's like they constantly had to like plan traps, and at some point like the FBI raids the gamer dude's house because like the mom thinks that like he's like kidnapped him or something, which is really funny. Like, it's not a good movie, but it has like a weird joke in it that I thought is really funny for what it is. But it's not worth watching. I'd say the fifth one.
Good job.
They should keep instead of continuing to make Home Alone movies and just like replacing the kid. They should just continue the same story with Macaulay Culkin, and he's just an adult.
I love that. I love that. They had a
and
Google
they leave
commercial
him
where
alone in the home.
They reenact like the first scene, or they reenact the movie with Macaulay Culkin in the commercial.
So it'd be like that one Family Guy episode where Stewie's left home alone or something, and except the family doesn't come back. It'd be like that one episode then.
Yes.
Yeah. If they were gonna make a new Home Alone, they wouldn't even like. Given that I know that you made a Home Alone for Disney Plus back in like 2021 that nobody liked, but if they were gonna make another Home Alone, they would just be like a kid glued to his iPad the entire time.
That. Oh yeah, they did.
I forgot the Nazi kid from Jojo Rabbit
what
was
I was
in
thinking.
Home Alone.
That's
what
what I was literally about to say.
I completely
even know.
forgot about that.
And nobody liked it, from what I'm aware. People say it's the worst one of the bunch, and that's an achievement given that we live in a world where Home Alone 4, 5, and 6 exists. Home Alone 4 and 6 exists.
I can't believe that was exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, supposedly it had some of its defenders, and apparently they did something fresh with it, but.
And then, like, one other fun fact, like, they didn't get Macaulay Culkin back, but they got, like, the actor who played, like, Macaulay Culkin's, like, big brother in the film. And then I think, a couple of months after the film, he was out as a pedophile and got arrested.
Whoa, that's news to me.
Shit.
Epic.
Oh, wait, is it? It might not be now that I think about it.
I'm only just now hearing this. Is he actually a pedophile?
So many people have been outed as pedophiles, like, I don't even know.
I think it's safe to assume everyone's a pedophile.
Yeah. So sad.
Throw everyone in jail preemptively. BC, your hand is still raised.
Yeah, and the second thing I was going to say, not so much a question, but something I'm interested in your opinion on. So, in Tokyo Godfathers, this isn't really a spoiler, but at all what I'm about to say, but in the film, there's a trans character, but in the original Japanese version, it was just voiced by a normal dude who, like, the trans character was just voiced by a normal dude despite being a trans woman. But in the English dub, at least the most recent English dub, they actually got a trans actress to voice that character. Does that like change your opinion on like which version are you going to do? The Japanese version?
I'm doing the Japanese version either way. Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah, the one thing I know about Tokyo Godfather is there's like a trans character.
I haven't seen it, but it's considered like one of the better. It was made in 2003, and it's actually one of the few trans depictions that's actually considered like good. So,
well, for early 2000s, that's fucking impressive.
Yeah.
And I think it's more impressive that it's from Japan than from the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
But I haven't seen it yet, so I can't even comment on it. We'll do it. We'll do it today.
Yeah, but it was just an interesting fact I thought I would let you know about before you see the film. So
that's live. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just like, I'm looking through all these recent movies, and I'm just depressed knowing that I can't get a 4K Blu-ray for everything I like.
Yeah.
Like Queer, A24, might happen. Maybe not.
If they're going to do a Queer 4K, it's going to be directly on their website and nowhere else to buy it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, but like...
Although one thing I've noticed recently is that they've been starting to put some of their 4Ks like in Walmart, like their special edition 4Ks in Walmart, because I think I was at Walmart recently and they had like, I didn't buy this, but they had like their special edition Everything Ever All at Once at display at Walmart. They also had the Midsummer 4K, which I already own, but they had that at Walmart for some reason with the director's cut.
Yeah.
So
I have the special edition of that movie that doesn't fit on a shelf.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was sorry to interrupt, but I don't know if Olivia's seen this, but I made a meme a while back of all you have to do is crank the IV up to 11. All you have to do is crank the IV up to 11, and then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's like my old evil emote. I've got a new one now.
I love that emote, though. I love that emote.
Thanks. Oh, I have another new emote.
Oh, yeah.
dancing.
Yeah, I've seen that one. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Thank you for
That's cool.
reminding me.
Yeah, that is cute.
On one foot,
Yep.
Dr. One
Adam,
Foot.
If you do apply to be in the Smile 3, you should send them for your headshot.
Yeah.
Just the image of you going.
The shower.
Hell yeah.
Adam
The
shower
shower.
emote.
Your shower face will get you hired immediately. They won't need a fucking resume. They won't need a CV or anything.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm just like, I find it funny that people repurposed that as like an actual scary GIF that they were sharing around like at one point in time. I was like, oh, people are scared by this for real. It's a weird, like, if you try and break it down psychologically, like what is that? What's even happening?
I'm not sure.
Like, why is that scary?
I guess because it's a face that implies like malicious intent.
Yeah,
mean,
but
like this, you mean? Wait, sorry, I inverted it and I thought it would be scary.
Oh. Green.
Yeah, I inverted it.
Malicious intent isn't like enough to it doesn't seem like it should be enough to make like a genuine fear response though.
Yeah.
Like an instinctual fear
I don't
response.
I don't know, you kind of assume, like, if you just run into a random stranger smiling at you like that, you're gonna be, like, weirded out.
Maybe I would laugh. Maybe I would do it back. And be like, what's up? And then we'd be friends. It's like a secret handshake.
No wonder you nearly got abducted in Vegas. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, that was the problem.
It would have been really it would have been really scary for that to happen though, wouldn't it? If I was you, I'd be terrified.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
the
I couldn't
thumbnail.
believe you were dropping that story just casually.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened.
Yeah.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't watch the video. What actually happened? Like, these people just walked up to him and like, "Hey, we're gonna kidnap you."
No, you just watch the video.
Oh right, sorry.
Just watch the video later.
Oh, right. Is that on the?
It's on the highlights thing.
Yeah. I think the thumbnail to that is funny because it doesn't it also have like the Jigsaw mask and next.
Yeah, because Adam did like the Saw escape room, which unfortunately I didn't do when I was in Vegas.
It was great.
Maybe next time I go to Vegas.
It was epic.
The It Chapter 2 escape room was alright, but definitely not as scary as I expected based on Adam's description of Chapter 1.
Chapter 1 was way scarier.
Yeah, Chapter 2, I was really disappointed when I realized that Pennywise wasn't a guy in makeup and was just like some cheap Halloween mask. That kind of ruined it.
I would like to make a correction. I previously mentioned about like that actor that played like Macaulay Culkin's big brother in Home Alone, and then was in Home Sweet Home Alone and got arrested for being a pedophile. But it's I made a bit of a mistake. So he's not a pedophile, but he was arrested a month after the Home Sweet Home Alone came out for domestic abuse and rape.
Wow. Okay, so
still bad.
Just as much of a
Still
piece of
really
shit
bad.
as I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd correct that. I'm sorry,
That's
but,
okay.
but it's still bad.
What a filthy fucking cockroach.
So what are you guys doing for Christmas?
I'm
Not
visiting
much.
my fam in Alberta.
I will be
visiting-
going to my mom's house. She's, for the first time in like forever, putting together like a big party where most of the family's invited. It's just gotten too expensive to do those recently.
I just don't want to go anywhere.
I'm going to my mum's for Christmas because we're having a party as well where most of the family's going to be there.
I'm going to my grandma's place, and we're gonna stay up there for a couple of days. I'm already at my parents' place for the holiday break because my semester just ended, and then I have one more semester in January, and then I'm done with college. But for this Christmas, I'm going up to Erie, and we're just gonna do some stuff. We have this tradition of just buying joke gifts up in my for everyone, and we had to like pick which joke gift to do.
Mhm.
I already bought mine. It was like I looked for like stupid hats on Amazon, and there was this one really stupid hat that was like had like a fake beard attached to it that looked funny. It was like a night hat. It was like all knitted. I'll link. I'm gonna link to the Amazon link that I found. Hold on a second.
I think
really funny.
I want The Substance to win Best Picture.
That would be amazing, but I
It
strongly
deserves,
doubt
but
that.
it's probably like
It
the
could
rumor is
happen.
it's going to be. I would love The Substance to win, but I think it's going to go to like obviously it's too early to tell, but I have a feeling it's going to go to either Anora or The Brutalist because those seem to be the two front runners from all the conversations.
That's why
I've
The
seen online.
Substance should win. Is because people aren't expecting it.
True.
I think it could
Does
happen.
anyone know what Nickel Boys is? I've seen that get nominated for some things, and
I've heard great things about it. I want to see it. I haven't. I think it's a movie about like two black dudes going to like a school, like a reform school in Florida in the 1960s. So it's about another like racism allegory film. But the people who have seen it says that it's insanely well made, so it could be good. It's a first time director, so I'm interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, it looks well made. It's on my watch list. I just have no way of seeing it right now. Releasing January.
I mentioned this earlier. They do that all the time with Oscar films, like the films that get limited release in December, and then they get a wide release in January because it got Oscar noms, so everyone goes to see it in theaters and stuff.
Just
so
let me watch everything on my computer. Just fucking there should be.
Yeah.
I should be able to watch any movie I want on my computer as a critic. I mean, I do get that privilege with screeners sometimes, but like, I just want to. I don't want to have to even think about it. I just want to be able to like look up a movie title and it's like, oh, I can watch it even though it's in theaters.
Yeah, that'd be awesome for watch-alongs for sure.
Well, not if I'm the only one that can watch it.
I mean,
I'm not gonna share my fucking.
Good point.
screener
I
link with
wasn't
anyone.
thinking.
I made a mistake of seeing American Fiction in theaters the day that it got released on digital, and you were watching it for stream, and I'm like, why did I bother seeing this in theaters?
The only
and it was
reason
also
I saw
boring.
It was
also boring.
Yeah, the only reason I saw American Fiction in theaters was because Regal was doing their Mystery Movie Monday thing where you pay $5 to see a new movie that hasn't been released yet, but you don't know what the movie is. And
that
American
was a
Fiction
movie?
back in like November of 2023. So it was like late November or early December, I think. And I saw it because I was like, well, here's a tip I'll give to anyone looking to do that Mystery Movie Monday thing. Go on the Regal subreddit. There's like a pinned thread that shows like what the Mystery Movie Monday is, because like there's a lot of people like just Regal employees that just leak it and stuff. And more often than not, they get it right. Sometimes they don't, but more often than not, they do. Like I think Gladiator 2 was one of them. I didn't see Gladiator 2, but that was apparently one of the Mystery Movie Mondays.
I got to see Talk to Me as one of the mystery movies.
The first one I did was that fucking DreamWorks movie that nobody watched, Ruby Gillman. That was one of them. That I literally just did it.
I left during it. I found out it was the mystery movie, gave it like 30 minutes, and left.
Yeah, most of it is just like stuff. I think the last one I did was back in September when that movie might.
Oh, Teenage Kraken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what you were talking about. I had to look it up.
I remember it.
Oh yeah, Teenage Kraken.
Nobody saw it.
Nobody fucking. I only saw it because it was like fucking Mystery Movie Monday thing, and
that's so funny.
But then I just go on the Regal subreddit, and they usually more often than not like get the things right. I saw Sing Sing via Mystery Movie Monday, despite the fact that A24 botched the release of that film. So I got lucky.
I think they're still. I think they're gonna bring it back to theaters for like January or something.
Yeah,
they're just waiting for some awards. They're waiting for some noms and shit.
Yeah, and I liked it. I liked Sing Sing a lot. I thought it was solid for what it was. Enjoyed it.
What did they say? My blessed or something? Instead of the N-word?
I think there's one.
Oh,
coming
my
out next
brother in
week.
Christ.
No, it was something really cheesy and stupid. We got to wrap this up soon, so I'm gonna go through everyone one at a time to see if anybody has any final questions and comments. Hewlett fan, what's up?
Yeah, sorry. I was saying.
I can come back to you if you need time.
But yeah, just give me a sec, if you don't mind.
All right.
Sorry.
Olivia.
Eh.
Jamie.
All right, I gotta unlaugh real quick.
Okay.
So if do you have a favorite movie of the year so far? Probably The Substance.
It's got to be The Substance.
Yeah.
I can't think of.
That's mine too.
Yeah, like
maybe, but I don't know if it's gonna beat it.
We'll see.
I would never have that high of expectations going into something, even if it's from a director I like. I feel like that's just like
one of your favorites.
To think it might be my favorite of the year, I think is just setting myself up for like disappointment.
Yeah.
I don't want to think that high of something I haven't seen yet.
This was going to be my favorite until I saw it, and it was the last movie I saw of that year.
Yeah, I'm just looking through my 2024 shortlist thing. Yeah, Substance is awesome, and I think Memoir of a Snail was great.
Yeah, I love Memoir of a Snail. Actually, there's one thing I want to say about Memoir of a Snail that happened in my theater. Nothing to do with the movie, but there was for some reason, despite the fact the movie's rated R, every fucking trailer for Memoir of a Snail I got in front of it was a kid's movie. So we got trailers for Paddington 3, Sonic 3, Mufasa, and Wicked, because Wicked wasn't out yet when I saw it. So so literally every trailer was for a kids movie, despite the fact the movie was not kids movie at all.
All right, was that it, Jamie?
That's
it. Beth.
I don't really have any questions. I just wanted to wish you guys a happy Merry Christmas and wish you all a Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You too, Beth.
You as well.
Have a good one.
I want to commission Sunny for Christmas, but I don't know if I'll remember to.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. He could use the money for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hewlett.
Oh yeah, it's. Is there no one else? Oh, right.
I mean, there's other people, but this is the order. I mean, I could. There's two other people that I could come back to you after that as well.
I'm gonna shoot off. By the way, bye guys.
Bye.
See you next year.
See you next year.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've got one. What would you say there's a difference between like objective quality for a film and like how much you enjoyed it?
Yes.
Like a film that you rated or whatever low, but you kind of enjoyed it. It's kind of hard to say. Like something like Space Jam isn't like a masterpiece or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's anything,
but it's very.
There is no. I'm trying to think. So like, my 10s all the way through like 5 are things that I think I've rated but still enjoyed. Like there's an example of each of them, and then 1s for sure, because those include like some like disaster type films, I guess. But then I guess like 2, 3, and 4, like I don't know if there's not much in there that I would say I still enjoy. Although there are movies in there that I've actually no 3's filled with a bunch of good shit. Yeah, I don't know. Like I think every number there's probably at least one movie where I would put it on again. Except maybe 2. I think 2 might be the one that's missing.
Yeah, because you have definitely rated films like around about 4 or 5. Doesn't mean that they're like failures or anything like that. It just means like they can have fantastic, like can a 5 or a 6 have fantastic elements, but just be overall just not good enough
or just fun to watch.
Yeah,
it could have no fantastic elements and just be like kind of funny.
Right. Yeah. I guess the only other thing What are your favorite Christmas films?
Probably
Very asked that
Brazil,
Oh yeah,
and then
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I
that
do
would
like
count
Nightmare Before
technically.
Christmas a lot, but it's
Yeah,
not
that's a
something
good
I could
one.
watch like every year. I don't think.
yeah.
I want a
Mm,
4K
yeah.
of Brazil. I don't understand why that hasn't happened yet.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if Criterion might do it.
They've got to
eventually,
do it. They've got to do it at some point.
Yeah.
They've done a bunch of releases already, I guess, right? Or I guess they have like 4 different cuts in the one release.
Yeah.
All right.
I've only seen the
Wait,
Criterion
last,
version. I
last
don't know what the differences are.
How many how many of stop frame films have you actually seen, like from Henry Selick? Like have you seen his other stuff? Have you seen Coraline?
I've seen Coraline.
Yes, he's seen all of
Coraline's-
them actually.
Coraline's
Yeah, I
not
think I
bad.
have seen exactly all of them.
Oh yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas and Coraline are great. I didn't care for that one he did with Jordan Peele. What was it?
Yeah, that
Playground
was a
Wild?
big disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen his others, like James and the Giant Peach?
Yeah,
though?
I saw that when I was little. I could revisit that at some point, but I just don't.
I saw it so
I
long
wouldn't,
ago, I've forgotten most of it.
That movie does not hold up super well. It's
No,
actually
I couldn't
aged
imagine
pretty
it
badly.
would.
The,
I get
the animation's great, but everything else is just about it.
James and the Giant Biatch.
What's funny is I think there was a character in James and the Giant Peach. I'm pretty sure the spider was named Madam Web.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. She's
I
cute.
could be wrong, but I
Hold
think
on.
that was her
I'm
name.
gonna look this up. Hold on a sec.
Roald Dahl.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the guy
I
who
forgot about that.
wrote like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
He also did Fantastic Mr. Fox, the original book, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and that got turned into a great film with Wes Anderson.
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
All right.
But- Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to ask. Thank
Sure.
you. Have a good.
You as well.
Later.
BC, what's up?
Well, just 2 very quick things for starters. I hope your 2025 goes better than your 2024. I know you've been through
We'll
a
see.
lot. Not going to go into detail. I mean, well, I hope that applies to everyone.
Yeah.
I know it may be rough given what's going to ahead, but I just hope we can keep going in
Yeah.
2025 and stuff. So
Mhm.
let's just push through, and we can all make it through regardless of the challenges. That's all. That's the first thing I'll say. And then the second thing is it's just a quick game recommendation. You don't have to do this right now, given your tendonitis, but there was a really good indie game that came out recently called Anton Blast, which is you spell
Oh,
it
that game.
Anton Blast, and it's like a
Wario
WarioWare.
Land, right?
Wario Land. People say it's similar to Pizza Tower, but it's its own like.
All right.
There's enough about it that's like distinct enough from Pizza Tower. Thankfully, like it's not a ripoff at all. I think both games made.
Oh, it just
both
came
were made by
out.
different.
Oh yeah. Something I
both-
forgot to mention about the Game Awards. Nine Souls got nothing. They didn't nominate it
shame.
for a goddamn thing.
It
And
wasn't
I
very
am
popular,
convinced- Yeah, but it's popular enough where they should know about it. I have a conspiracy theory that like
They hate cats.
it's because the game is like from fucking Taiwan.
Oh, maybe.
And they were advertising like Hoyover shit, which is a bunch of like Chinese gacha games.
Okay, I'll add Anton Blast to my wish list. On
Yeah, you
Steam,
don't
and
have to
maybe
do it
I'll-
right now, especially with your tendonitis. So maybe
Yeah.
when you get the chance to, you can play. It's really fun. I haven't gotten far into it, but it is a really, really fun 2D platformer, Wario Land style game. Wario Land style game. That's what I meant
Thank
to say.
you.
And that's all I have. Thanks.
Cool. And then Cheez-Its Christ. If you have any questions or comments before we end, let me know.
Yeah, this was my first Patreon hangout. I
Mhm.
am glad to be here, and I didn't really
Awesome.
talk much. I just wanted to kind of stop by and
Sure.
listen to the discussion. And yeah, Adam, I've been following you for a while, and yeah, you're probably my favorite YouTuber. So
Oh.
keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Actually, mine.
Mine too.
Doy.
And I'm always trying to catch your streams, and unfortunately I have to do a shoot tonight, but so I can't watch Tokyo Godfathers as
Oh.
well.
Actually, my
Is
favorite
it a health insurance CEO?
Oh,
I'm just making a
Oh,
pun, but I'm
boy.
sorry. It was
photo
okay.
shoot, I should say.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm doing a
but,
shooting.
yeah.
Yeah.
In
but
Minecraft.
have fun with that tonight. And I know that it's on your watch list, and you've been kind of people have mentioned it. It's been in the Patreon watch along suggestions before, but I recently watched it for the first time and loved it, and thought that it would be something kind of fun to recommend on the Sardonicast. Is the film Safe?
Yeah,
Tom
I've
Hanks
wanted
film.
to for a while. It's been on my list.
It's great. I loved it so much, and I think you would love it too. But other than that, yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Crimbus. Thank you so
I
much.
just
Thanks for
remembered,
joining.
Happy holidays to everyone.
I also have like Fuga Melodies of Steel, that game I sent you. That's like another one that'd be easy on the wrist.
What is it?
It's like a turn-based game where you're a bunch of like furries in a tank.
Oh.
Like a big like Howl's Moving Castle type thing.
Mayhaps.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Strong recommend.
Is it at least a better Steam gift than gifting out a furry Hitler that one time?
Yeah, I didn't. The timing on that didn't work out.
I mean, whatever. It was
Also,
still. I still reacted on stream.
I didn't actually expect you to accept the gift, but
I didn't know I had a choice.
Yeah, you hit accept. I'm like, okay, I guess Adam just really wants furry Hitler in his library.
Why would I not? All right, I gotta go. So we're gonna be back for the watch along theoretically in 30 minutes.
Later.
Could be a little earlier. Could be a little
quick,
later. What?
Very, very quick thing. Just quickly. This is very, very quick. As a correction, turns out the Spider character and James and the Tiny Beats is just named Spider. It's not named a damn web. Just wanted to point that out.
Web.
All right.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a bit, but I will be back on the watch alongs channel.
All right.
on
See you for
Twitch.
Home Alone and Tokyo Godfathers. Bye, everybody.
Thanks. Bye bye.